A scene which hasn't changed for centuries, a scything competition in a Transylvanian meadow judged by a prince. Prince Charles has been visiting since 1998 and has two houses here. This isn't an outdated royal entertainment. Scything is a routine part of this area's traditional approach to both agriculture and nature.
I happen to think the small farmer, the smallholder, is absolutely crucial to the maintenance of food security. It can't all be done by gigantic corporations and agribusinesses, which, some of them try, but a lot of them are not interested in biodiversity or culture or village or rural communities. And I still think that we've witnessed in the UK the depopulation of the countryside, the disappearance of so many family farms, the effect it's had on the countryside, on the wildlife, everything.
This is the biodiversity that the Prince is so keen to protect here in Romania. It's a traditional hay meadow. The villagers cut it, dry it and feed it to their animals over winter. But it can only exist if people stay in these rural communities.
So on this trip, Prince Charles launched a Romanian version of the Prince's Trust. It'll aim to teach craft skills and encourage tourism, so more people stay in the Transylvanian villages. That, he says, is key to protecting rural communities and nature.
The pressures and the destruction on our precious environments that we depend on are immense. If we're not careful, we will leave ourselves totally vulnerable. And if the global temperature goes up by more than 2 degrees, then serious things will happen. It'll be much more difficult to produce food apart from anything. That's why I mind about helping to maintain nature's own economy, which we forget is absolutely central to maintaining our own human economy.
You now have 2 grandchildren. Do you think you've done enough to preserve that inheritance?
No, of course I haven't. I mean, that's why I'm still going on. And although presumably plenty of people say, oh, well, we're not living in the real world. But you mentioned my grandchildren. And that's entirely why I'm trying to do all this, because I mind about the future for your grandchildren as well as mine and lots of other people.
But many are leaving for Romania's cities or to work in Europe, so Prince Charles has a real challenge keeping these villages alive. Charlotte Smith, BBC News, Transylvania.